Hello. um, SMC, my university. Um, so this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about my last experience, my first experience with prep. My hair is looking a little funky right now. And just kind of, the purpose as to why I wanted to compete and, well, first I'll kind of talk about where I'm at right now with my training and my nutrition. So, first things first, and then I'll go into kind of my last experience. First things first. So now I'm hovering around 1,700 calories. I'm training 6 days a week. I'm doing cardio 6 days a week, 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. Pretty mild. It's not anything that's too difficult for me right now, so that's fine. I'm not having any issues with, the food's fine too, so no complaints there. I still feel like I have tons of energy, so far, first week, great. No complaints here. As far as my last competition, for one, when I first started, I was super scared about the diet. That was what freaked me out more than anything, because I was never able to really stick with a regimen before. So that was what scared me more than anything. And I think going into that prep I had a completely different mentality, and it was just, let's get through this. Even though I have a winner's mentality. I don't want to lose. I'll, for the most part, I usually do whatever I can to not lose. But again, this process is so different than anything that I'd done before. So for me, it was, I had a hard time really dealing with the hunger pains and dealing with stress and all of those things. And there's so much going on in my life, like with my work and with everything else, that my personal life, and it was very, we'll say, what's the word that I'm looking for? It was a huge learning curve for me. And I learned a lot about myself, which is exactly what everyone told me this prep was going to do for me, was basically that I was going to learn a lot about myself, and I was going to sit there at times and say, like, what the heck am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? Like, for what reason? So I think the number one thing that I can say is know your purpose. Know exactly why you're doing what you're doing, especially if you're competing. But I think just knowing your purpose in anything that you're doing in life. I used to wake up in the morning, and every morning, and I'd say, what am I doing today? Like, what am I doing with my life? Do I want to be better? Am I accomplishing anything? Have I set goals for myself that I really want to accomplish, And I feel like with this competition, if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know your why, you really won't follow through with it. Or you will, but you won't do it in a way that where you end, where you, when you reach that day, you can sit back and say, I put my heart and soul into this. I did everything I could. I could have put more into my last prep. Honestly, I could have. But regardless, I now really, really know my purpose. I know why I'm doing this. And has challenged me to be better in every single aspect of my life. And I feel like with anyone who's really successful in the fitness industry, my cat is tearing apart anyone who's really successful in this industry, and have competed before, and has competed before, horrible English, it's because it truly does push you in every other aspect of life. Like, I started questioning my work, and that wasn't to say that the opportunity that I had in the financial industry was wrong for me, it just didn't feel, well, yeah, that is what I'm saying. I knew that it wasn't what I was passionate about, and I get it. I'm in a generation where we think, we want everything given to us. We want everything fast. We want, we're in a sense entitled. But I think me wanting to be truly be passionate about what it is that I want to do in my career, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think I was able to capitalize on that very early on and know that this is the industry that I needed to be in, because it was consuming from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep. And I knew that this was what I needed to do career-wise as well. So that being said, it did help me find purpose in my life, and I'm so grateful for that. But my first experience was super scary because I'm not going to go in depth about anything, but he's still tearing apart my bed. I'm not going to go too in depth about everything, but I will say that the morning of my show, my friend Brianna, who's the reason why I started competing, I owe so much of any successes that I made in the past 6 months to her, because if it wasn't for her, I never would have done this. But we were supposed to compete together essentially. And she, you're not going to say hi? No, come here. This is my kitty. He's been cute lately, but anyways, if you hear any weird noises, it's him. Anyways, so we were supposed to compete together, and she ended up having a seizure the morning of the show. It was, I don't want to go into details, but basically her body was so overly dehydrated that her body started shutting down. And being an athlete, I was always told to really, really pay attention to what my body needs and understand, when it's trying to tell you something. And for her, she's like, I really didn't think anything was wrong until, when I actually passed out, I just felt kind of dizzy. And the thing is she had no idea that she had a seizure and that, her body was basically giving out on her. And when the paramedics came to take her to the hospital, they made a comment and they said, we need to repair the damage that's been done to her body. And it was the severity of the situation it really, really, really scared me. And it just made me take a step back and think, holy shit, like, why am I really competing? Like, is this worth it? Do I need to put my body through this? And it made me question my decision. It really did. And at the end of things, obviously I decided to compete again, because there were so many positives that came out of it. Like I said, what it did for me in my life was amazing. And I'm so thankful for having that opportunity, but it also made me think that if the purpose to why I'm doing this makes sense, and I'm doing it for all of the right reasons, then yes, I want to continue doing it. But if it comes to the point where I am jeopardizing my health for something like winning a trophy or winning, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to put my foot down and I'm going to say, no, this isn't worth it. And those in the bodybuilding industry can say, you have a losing mentality, you have a loser's mentality. I'll never think of anyone who decides to compete as a loser, because just following through with the grueling nature of the prep and everything that comes with it, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not easy by any means. But I'm always going to put my health first. I'm always going to put the importance of taking care of my body first. And the fact of the matter is, what we put our bodies through in that certain amount of time is a little ridiculous, and it is in a sense unhealthy. It is, but there's something in it that is so fueling and so it's hard to explain unless you go through the process and really understand how amazing it is. And some people do it and they absolutely hate it, and other people do it and like I said, it's crazy, but we love it because it pushes us to be better. And to be honest with you, it's pushed me in every other aspect of my life. And I'm so grateful that I decided to do this. You know, and now I'm posting YouTube videos, something that I never thought that I would do. And I just posted this on my Snapchat, which I'll link it below if you guys want to go follow me on Snapchat. I really don't care what anyone thinks about my journey, about what I believe in now. And I could never say that before. You know, for me, this is me, take it or leave it. And all of that confidence has come from this sport, from this industry. Because if I never did it, I wouldn't be sitting here today posting this video, talking to you guys, and being completely comfortable with who I am. And I can say that now. And I've had friends of mine who have always been so frustrated with me, asking like, you know, Ashley, why are you so negative? Why do you tear yourself down all the time? Why are you never happy with yourself? You know, I've had friends of mine reach out to me and say, I'm so proud of you for doing this. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. I'm so proud of you for finally seeing what we saw this entire time. And I owe that to this sport. So my first experience, like I said, it was a little scary. But I wouldn't be here where I am. I wouldn't be here posting this video if it wasn't for that. So I'm so thankful for it. And as far as this prep, so far so great. I'm probably going to be posting one of my workout videos for next week. I was thinking about doing it this week, but I kind of just wanted to talk about my first experience and the purpose behind it and just what it's done for me mentally. Just in case someone is thinking about competing or who's, you know, wants to find something that's going to motivate them and push them. I'm an advocate for it because it's done wonders in my life. So next week, I think I'm going to be definitely posting a workout video, and I'll probably have more of like a vlog set up where I'm actually going to be taking you guys around with me. But for now, I talked a little bit about my experience and where I'm at right now with my diet and I haven't really talked too much about my training program, but like I said, I'll include a workout video in the next one. So, like if you like the video, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you guys next video that I post.